Summary of The Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov. Margie and Tommy are 11 and 13-year-old children who live in the future where books are read electronically. Their idea of school is a robot system which customizes lessons for them and teaches them on the screen. The system has slots for submitting homework and calculates their grades instantly. One day, Tommy discovers an old book in the attic. It is different from what Tommy and Margie consider as books because it is written on paper and bound together. Margie and Tommy feel that their television screen is much better than an old book which can be discarded when you are done reading it. But a television screen can store millions of books and they can reread them as many times as they want. Margie doesn't like the book very much because it is about schools. Margie does not like school because of her mechanical teacher. She doesn't like geography and the mechanical teacher keeps giving her test after test on geography. Margie's dismal performance made her mother call for the county inspector. The county inspector, a round man with a red face, takes the teacher apart and then puts it back together. Margie had hoped that he would not know how to. Even though she doesn't mind the lessons themselves, she really does not like the slot for homework and test papers. The learning system in place made her write out all her answers in punch code. Once she submitted her work, the teacher would correct her answers and calculate the grades immediately. The county inspector is nice to her and defends her performance by saying that the geography section was programmed for a higher level. He has now set it to the level of a 10-year-old and it would teach Margie better. Margie is disappointed that the inspector will not take away the teacher. Because Margie hates school, she asks Tommy why anyone would write about schools. Tommy, with a superior tone, tells her that schools of old were very different from the schools they have now. In those days, the teachers who taught in schools were men. The school itself was a building where boys and girls came to study, and they studied the same things. Margie doesn't think that a man could have such a wide knowledge of different subjects like a computer. She, like her mother, believes that every child needed teaching according to their needs. Margie is now curious about the schools of the past. She and Tommy are still reading from the book when Margie's mother interrupts them. She reminds Margie that it was time for her and Tommy to attend school. Margie and Tommy attend school from Monday to Friday at a scheduled time. Margie's mother believes that studying at a fixed time helps the children learn more efficiently. Margie goes back to her schoolroom, which is next to her bedroom. The mechanical teacher was already lit up for her lesson. The teacher asks her to enter her homework on arithmetic in the proper slot. Margie can now only think of the old schools where everyone came together to study, talk, and laugh. While the teacher flashes fractions on the screen, Margie dreams of how the children must have loved school in the old days.